Welcome back to our channel. Today is a beautiful, crazy day to dive into the absolute madness of Port Charles. The board is set, the pieces are moving, and a seismic shift in momentum has just forced everyone into impossible choices where survival means destroying the people you once loved. Oh my god. I am literally screaming right now. I can't even deal with what is happening on General Hospital right now because it is actually the most unhinged thing I have ever witnessed on my television screen. Okay, but listen. Drew Kane and Michael Corinthos teaming up against Willow Kane? I'm dead. I am actually deceased. I was sitting here eating my pasta dinner, and I literally choked when I realized where this storyline is heading. My jaw dropped. You guys, the audacity of Willow is honestly something that needs to be studied in a lab. She literally thought she won. She thought she could just hand Drew some money, the house, and a divorce paper, and walk away clean after drugging him for months. The delusion! I can't breathe. But wait, before that happened, actually, let's back up, because we need to talk about Michael's long game. Michael Corinthos has been sitting back playing 4D chess while everyone else is playing checkers. He originally agreed to a 60/40 custody split, with his ex-wife Willow, him getting the 60, obviously, because he's Michael, and he always has to have the upper hand, but his actual endgame has always been sole custody of Wiley and Amelia. Sole custody, which is insane, by the way, considering how messy Michael's own life is, but honestly, I'm kind of rooting for him here. Willow is so out of control that Michael looks like Father of the Year by comparison. She needs to get it together, I swear. Oh wait, I forgot to mention earlier, but Willow has the absolute nerve to demand a 50/50 split now that she's officially divorcing Drew. Like, she literally marches up to Michael, looking all smug and self-righteous, acting like she holds all the cards just because she finally decided to end her sham of a marriage. She literally stands there, crosses her arms, and demands 50/50 custody like it's her God-given right. And Michael? Oh, Michael is just staring at her with that cold, dead-eyed Corinthos glare. He doesn't even blink. He just tells her absolutely not. The 60/40 split stays and he is keeping his 60. The way her face completely fell, I was screaming. She thought she could just bulldoze him, but Michael is not the same guy he used. So what does Willow do when she doesn't get her way? She starts dropping implied threats. She literally threatens him with his past crimes. And don't even get me started on this, she brings up his new girlfriend, Jacinda Bracken. Okay, side tangent. But Willow calling Jacinda a hooker girlfriend is so out of line. I was yelling at my screen. Like, Willow, honey, you literally used to be in a cult. Remember Dawn of Day? Remember Shiloh? She was literally brainwashed, but now she wants to act like she's the moral authority of Port Charles and Judge Jacinda? I'm dead. Jacinda has been nothing but supportive of Michael through this entire messy divorce, and Willow just wants to drag her through the mud because she's jealous and desperate. Willow is literally grasping at straws. She thinks that by threatening to expose Michael's past crimes and Jacinda's history in family court, she can force Michael to cave and give her the 50/50 split. But she is playing with fire. You do not threaten a Corinthos and expect them to just roll over and take it. At this point, Michael is seething. He is absolutely furious. He realizes that he's going to have to change his tactics, because playing nice is no longer enough. But you know who is even more furious than Michael? Drew Kane. Drew is literally vibrating with rage. I mean, honestly, Drew has way more of a reason to hate Willow than Michael does at the present moment. Think about it. Michael is just dealing with a bitter ex-wife custody. Drew is dealing with a woman who literally paralyzed him, locked him in his own body, and kept him a prisoner in his own home. I'm calling it now. This is going to end badly for Willow. Mark my words. Drew made a miraculous recovery, he got his voice back, and he is coming for blood. Wait, did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, Drew and Michael are both seething at Willow. They both hate her guts right now. And honestly, it is creating the most iconic, toxic, dramatic alliance in Port Charles history. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? Michael wants sole custody to protect his kids from Willow's crazy behavior. Drew wants to completely dismantle Willow's life and make her suffer for what she did to him. And what is the one thing that will hurt Willow more than anything else in the entire world? Losing Wiley and Amelia. Losing her kids. Drew knows this. Michael knows this. It's literally the perfect storm. But wait, We have to remember that Drew and Michael do not have a perfect relationship right now. Drew has not exactly been Mr. Nice guy lately. Like, we really need to talk about how unhinged Drew has been recently, because it is wild. Remember that scene with little Wiley? I am still traumatized by it. Drew literally looked that sweet, innocent little boy right in the eyes and told him that his father, Michael, didn't love him. To a child? Why would he do that? I was literally throwing popcorn at my TV. Wiley was so confused and hurt, and Drew just stood there with this cold, empty look on his face. It was actual villain behavior. And Michael was so furious when he found out. He wanted to rip Drew's head off. And honestly, I would have cheered if he did. And I forgot to mention earlier, but let's not forget the whole Ned Quartermain situation. Drew literally walked up to Bobby's, saw Ned lying on the ground clutching his chest, having a literal, actual heart attack. And what did Drew do? He just rolled his eyes and walked away. He literally assumed Ned was faking it to get attention, just like Edward Quartermain used to do back in the day. He left his own family member on the pavement to potentially die. Seriously, Drew's moral compass is completely shattered. He is a dark, dark man right now. So when Michael looks at Drew, he is not seeing the hero Navy SEAL anymore. He is seeing a monster. Michael is looking at Drew like, can I really trust this guy? And the answer is no, not really. But Michael is desperate. Willow is threatening him with Jacinda's pass, she's demanding 50/50 custody, and Michael needs a silver bullet. And Drew Kane is literally a walking, talking silver bullet aimed right at Willow's heart. Drew knows all of Willow's dirty little secrets. He knows she was getting paralytic drugs from Jen Sidwell. He knows she kept him locked in. If Drew feeds that information to Michael, Michael's lawyers will absolutely destroy Willow in family court. It won't even be a contest. Honestly, I had to pause and text my friend immediately when I realized they were going to team up. I was like, are you serious? Drew and Michael working together again? It's actually so crazy to think about how much their relationship has deteriorated. There was a time, not even that long ago, when Michael and Drew were like the ultimate dream team. They were business partners at Aurora Media. They were fighting side by side for ELQ. They had this really solid, respectful uncle-nephew dynamic. They trusted each other implicitly. Drew literally sacrificed his own freedom and went to Pentonville to protect Carly from the SEC. Which honestly was probably the last unselfish thing Drew ever did before his brain completely snapped. Since he got out of prison, he's been on a total villain arc, burning bridges left and right. But for this one specific goal, taking down Willow Kane, they are perfectly aligned. Their shared hatred for her is the only glue holding this fragile alliance together. It's so poetic. I love it so much. Okay, where was I? Right, the custody battle mechanic. Let's get into the legal weeds for a second, because I am basically an armchair lawyer at this point from watching so many soaps. Most standard custody agreements in Port Charles and the real world are 50/50 anyway, right? Joint legal and physical custody. Or sometimes if the parents live far apart, it's structured a little differently. Like one parent gets them during the school year and the other gets them for summer vacation, which breaks down to more like a 75/25. But Michael doesn't want 50/50. He doesn't want 75/25. He wants 100/0. He wants sole legal and physical custody. He wants Willow completely cut out of those kids' lives with zero visitation rights. And honestly, after everything Willow has done, can you blame him? She is literally a criminal at this point. And Drew is sitting there, fully mobile, fully speaking, just waiting for the perfect moment to drop the hammer. He told Brooklyn that the Quartermains are going to lose everything by the time he's done. He is still furious at the whole family because they didn't protect him. But Drew is smart. He knows he can use Michael to destroy Willow first and then deal with the rest of the Quartermains later. It's all about priorities. People. He is weaponizing Michael's love for his kids to get his own revenge. It's actually genius. Evil, but genius. I'm literally shaking just thinking about the courtroom scenes we are going to get. Imagine Diane Miller, wearing one of her iconic power suits, just standing up there in front of the family court judge and laying out all of Willow's crimes with absolute ruthless precision. The gasps in the courtroom. The drama. She's going to present the medical records, the proof of the paralytic drugs, the ties to Jen Sidwell. And Willow is going to be sitting there at the defense table, crying her fake little tears, acting like she's the victim of a massive... I can't. I literally cannot. She has played the victim for so long, manipulating everyone around her, acting like she's this sweet, innocent angel while she's secretly a complete psychopath. She is giving Major Nell Benson energy right now, and I am so here for her total and complete downfall. Oh wait, I forgot to mention earlier, but Jacinda is getting so frustrated with Michael's long game. Jacinda just wants the Willow problem solved ASAP. She doesn't want to deal with the drama. And honestly, I feel bad for Jacinda. She didn't sign up for this level of unhinged baby mama drama. But if Michael teams up with Drew, the long game suddenly becomes a very short game. Drew hands over the evidence, Michael files for emergency sole custody, and boom. Willow is out. Jacinda gets to be the cool stepmom, and Michael gets his kids safe and sound. But of course, this is Port Charles, so nothing is ever that simple. What if Willow figures out they're teaming up? What if she tries to use Jack Brennan's blackmail material against Drew to stop him from helping Michael? Remember, Brennan claims to have evidence that Drew misappropriated federal funds. If Willow uses that, she can neutralize Drew before he even gets a chance to testify for Michael. It is a literal chess match of blackmail and destruction. Everyone has dirt on everyone else. I'm yelling at my screen just thinking about all the moving parts. Seriously, the stakes have never been higher. For Michael, it's about the survival of his children. He genuinely believes that Willow is a danger to Wiley and Amelia, and he's not wrong. For Drew, it's purely about revenge. He wants to see Willow broken, crying, and completely alone. He wants her to feel the same level of helplessness that he felt when he was trapped in that wheelchair. Taking her kids away is the ultimate fatal blow. As long as the end result is the same, Drew figures, why not help his nephew out? It's a win-win for the Corinthos Quartermain men. I honestly don't know how Willow comes back from this. She has alienated Michael, she has tortured Drew, she has angered Tracy, she has literally no allies left except maybe Nina, and Nina is a hot mess who just pushed a guy into a lake. Willow is on an island, and the sharks are circling. Drew and Michael are going to tear her apart in family court, and I am going to be sitting on my couch with a massive bowl of popcorn watching every single second of it. It is going to be iconic. Wait, did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, I just can't get over how perfectly this all lines up. Drew's thirst for vengeance, and Michael's desperate need to protect his kids. It's the crossover event of the century. I am so emotionally invested in these people, it's actually unhealthy. I need the next episode, right now. I need to see Michael's face when Drew hands him the ultimate weapon. I need to see Willow's.